What's good, people? We are back. We are back. Some of us are on mute, but we are back. My fine panel, Mr.
Yeah.
Onzo, Mr. G Money
What's up?
Geisgar, Tabasco Scenario,
G Money. I
and
like
our
that. G Money.
American friend, Mr. Movie, aka Aficionado. Salute the people.
Oh, say, can you see? Yeah. Dawn's really light, baby. We're here.
Very nice, very nice. So
Good stuff,
we've
good
been
stuff.
out for a minute. We're back. We're back one less, unfortunately. I'll let my partner on my tell us why.
Well, yeah, man. And his relationship's going good. He feels he didn't need it no more. So I said, "Yo, if you don't want to come on, not a problem. But we're gonna continue." And he said, "No problem." So this is what we're doing. We are doing.
This is not working. Huh?
If there's one more person, it would, but you can keep that crap off.
To the curb.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So here we are, guys, back at it again. Welcome. Glad you all could make it once again.
Very happy. Very happy. I don't know. I thought I was a pro at this now. I had the comments. I had everything. Now I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
I think,
But that's not what the show's about. The show's about, relationships and how we feel about it and what's your take on it. And tonight's subject basically is how men feel about women dressing revealing. We could get women's take on it too. It's not necessarily just men, but be it that we're 4 men on the show, you're going to get 4 men's outtake on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
So, some of us seem to have, more experience than others.
Oh, okay. I was going
to not saying that, necessarily because they don't have a banner up behind them, they ain't playing the game. So we're going to start with Mr. Josh down there in the corner. How do you feel
man.
about women dressing revealing?
That's my life, man. That's, from my perspective, it's what I see all the time. Not only more revealing, but I don't know how it is up there, but down here, I will say this in New Jersey. No, I'm going to be discreet. Don't worry. I'm going to try to be as discreet as possible. I'm noticing a lot more fake body parts, a lot more plastic surgery. And, whenever they have that go on with the big fake asses, they make sure it seems like they keep the clothes tighter, like they keep the old clothes that they had before they got the surgery or whatever injections it was. So that plays a little into your revealing part too. I'm all for it, but it might be different for a married person. Or see me, I'm more of the, you guys know I'm single, bachelor, polyamorous or whatever. But so it doesn't bother me. For you guys, it might be a little different.
Well, I don't necessarily think marriage has anything to do with it, honestly. I think more or less, when you're single, are you more attracted to a woman who's showing you all of her credentials, or do you like a woman who keeps you guessing, and then when the time is right, you're like, damn, I knew it was nice, but I didn't know it was that nice? Like, which one are you? I think I'm more the second guy.
I'm more the former than the latter. I like a little more revealed, but I appreciate more. I'm appreciating it more. Like there was this chick down at the pizza place. When I first saw her, I was like, I don't know, I wouldn't mess with her or whatever. Then, because she's wearing her full, she's serving pizzas or whatever. She's in her full outfit. She's not trying to wear anything revealing. I went there again. I took a closer look. And I said, oh, you know what? Something's different about her today. Like, I see she has something going on, and maybe I didn't see it before. Maybe I wasn't paying too much attention. So it's something I'm working on, man. Working on one of my things I'm working on.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I personally, and it depends on how we're doing this, right? So, are you talking about your woman, Roberto?
I'm just talking in general, like
That's
let's just say you're single, because I know even if that's the way I am when I'm single, then I'm kind of like that. with my woman. So I would be a hypocrite if I weren't, right?
Okay. I
Like,
feel it.
I don't need a woman to show me 3/4 of her boobs for me to be attracted. If she covered it, I would still know that they're big. I just can't see it to say, hey, I seen it. But when the time comes and I see it, it's almost like, the gift is in a big package. You just want to see what's in the package, right?
Yeah.
That's just my take on it. Because look, when you're walking with your girl and she's showing 3/4 of her boobs, she's showing 3/4 of her legs. I mean, she's looking fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But everybody notices, right? So there's some guys who are like, they walk with their women like they're showpieces, and they feel no way with men staring at them. They actually get a rush off of that, like everyone's
Right.
staring at my girl.
Right.
She's a stud, whatever.
Mhm.
I'm not like that. I mean, guys are going to look at my wife because she's beautiful, yes, but not because she's showing 3/4 of her tatas and, her ass and her credentials, because that I like to think that shit is mine.
Yeah, but it's still yours. You know
Yes,
what I
I
mean?
know. I feel you, Anzo. It's just, maybe it's a problem I have, but I think it's a
not
topic.
even his or yours, man.
Yeah, it's nobody's. It's hers.
Hey,
It's
no,
hers.
I have a different mindset.
no, guys,
Oh,
no,
machine
guys,
guns, machine guns are out.
It's fucking mine.
Here comes the viewers.
It's fucking mine.
I have a different mindset. My mindset is it's never mine. It's just my turn. Because I'm always like, oh, the girl's like, I went back with so and so. Okay, cool, that's fine. It's his turn now. Like, it's like Monopoly for me. So I'm a different breed. I did want to ask what you guys thought about what I said about the fake asses and fake titties. Is that attractive to you?
Not a fan.
I don't hate it. It has a good look. Looks good. The feel is always different, though.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan either. It doesn't look nice, in my opinion. You can tell, especially when they get the lips. It's.
I like the big lips, man.
Natural.
I felt natural and I felt fake, and honestly, there's nothing like the natural. There's nothing like
Right.
the natural.
You're right.
There isn't.
You're right. You're right.
I don't give a fuck.
I didn't grow up with that, so
Hey,
I
I like the Cardi
Odds will be
B's.
all
I like Cardi B. I like Megan Thee Stallion. I like Mary XO. Now that's a little crazy. That's a little extreme. I know, but Mary XO, she's on Instagram. She went all out. She has the giant lips, giant tits, giant ass. She's tattooed all over, which that's a whole other thing. I don't like the tattoo sleeve nonsense.
I
But
love a sleeve.
I'm not into that too much, but it's okay.
Attacks on women are fucking sexy.
Yeah.
And for me, okay, so when I had my birthday a couple years ago, my girl before she moved in and stuff, she came down and she was like, yeah, blah blah blah. She showed me some outfits that she was gonna wear, and she showed me this bodysuit with poom shorts, and I was like, that is what you were wearing right there. When you come down next week for my birthday, that is what you were wearing. And we went out, and she wore the bodysuit with poom shorts. I love that shit.
Nice.
You know what I mean? As long as you with me. If you ain't with me, then you can't wear it. But if you're with me, 100% wear whatever you want to. I like that shit. When I go out, I want my girl to look sexy. And I'm not saying they can't look sexy full, but for me, that's my taste. So I didn't have an issue with that whatsoever.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Okay. I honestly don't tell my wife how to dress. I sometimes just share my opinion. If she wants to wear it, that's fine. But I've come a long way with that. I'll say that much. I've come a long way, and I've come to realize.
Explain. What do you mean you came a long way with that? Explain.
Because I'm a tata guy.
Right?
So
okay.
I'm
an ass man too.
Me and I.
So
I'm
if I see them, I can't stop staring at them.
That's
So if they're like 3D, I feel like I'm having conversations with myself, because I'm like, why? Because if I get caught looking at them, You get that? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Look at me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Well, if your eyes were as big as your tatas and you didn't wear glasses, I'd stare in your eyes like that too. You know what I mean?
Like, I know exactly what you mean.
If a woman wears a tight dress, she has a big butt. She has a big butt. It's not like she's wearing it halfway down, showing you her crack and whatever. You know, you can see it, right? So why can't that same be applied up top? Why do they have to expose 3/4 of it? That's my beef, you know? You're an ass man, so
I mean,
can't see my battle. You can't really see my battle.
Especially on social media, man. I mean, like, you see a chick that you've never met before in real life, in person, right? You see, like you said, they're exposing the cleavage, the 3/4.
What's up, JJ? What's up, man?
You're on social media, you've never seen her before, so you look at it and you say, like, oh my god, those are nice. But then, like, you look a little deeper, you might find a full body picture of her, and it's like, dude, what the hell, man? Like, you propped them up and all that bullshit. So that's another thing where it can be it's a good weapon for them, to the tits, to have them exposed.
Did you hear about that Indian couple though? That it's an arranged marriage. He saw the wife. The wife was gorgeous and everything, and then when they went to their honeymoon, she took off her makeup and everything, and she looked completely different. And they actually divorced.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think crazy. I heard of that.
Yeah, it's insane, right? It's amazing how you can be so false. Like, you see some women with so much makeup and so much exposure, even freaking bras, right? They can make those things look all
right
together, and then you take that shit off, and it's like,
yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
What the hell? There's that too. But for me, listen, I'm what we say in Spanish, la combi completa. I'm the complete combo. You have to have booty, and you have to have the boobs to match that booty.
That's
if your woman is full, she better be full across the board.
But
that's how it is for me. But I'm not. You know what? I was never with my wife. I was never like, oh, you have to show her. It never bothered me. The fact that she was more conservative attracted me more to her than the fact that she was showing it off. Now, what happens behind closed doors, that's a whole different story. But for me to tell her to wear, I've never actually told her to go out. I've never said, I want you wearing this or anything like that. So,
well, I do that all the time. I do that.
All the time. Your own. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that's
your skin with your girl. Who am I to tell you anything? In the same boat, who are you to tell me? Maybe I have insecurities I need to get over. Maybe Geisgar has. Maybe you have something you have to get over. You do it on your own time. If you and your girl are happy, I'm happy for you, bro.
100%. That's what it is, right? Communicating and make sure what clicks in your dynamic.
The only way you could do it, really.
Yeah.
Because if not, you'd be battling all the time.
Oh my god, man! I would have never lasted 20 years.
We'd be fighting with Josh every week.
I missed the joke.
I said we'd be fighting with you every week because you're the only one who's like running loose,
Well, I'm trying to be because you guys invited me back on the show, which I appreciate it, brother. I love doing any stream with you guys, but this show I was a little like, oh, do they want me back, man? I was a little like, because I don't know if I bring that flavor, the different type of flavor. So I'm trying to bring it from but you understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
No, we don't. We don't. We don't
understand. Cool. Why do Americans always say that? You understand? You know what I'm saying? No, we don't know what you're saying.
It is cool, Josh? Bro. We don't care about your dynamic if it's different or not, bro. We need that.
Glad.
We are all different and the same in our own way, right? We all understand each other. I don't think we've ever stepped on each other to the point where even backstage we had to say, yo.
Like I said, man, I tell you straight up, man, I my girl can wear them little mini skirts. She can wear little booty hanging out as long as it's with me. I have no issues with it whatsoever. Me personally,
I'm just so
these guys do. It's okay.
Yeah. For me, I don't mind if she wears it, like, because I don't care if she goes out with another dude or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm so, because I expect it. I expect like the fuckery. I expect her to go see somebody and move up the ladder and do all
Of
the
course, you
bullshit.
expect that because
Yeah.
that's what you're doing.
That is what
That's
I'm
right.
doing. That's one part
Yes.
of it. And the
So-
other part of it is I work and am around strippers all the time who that's
Right.
literally their job. Yeah.
Right. So you're not actually have a meaningful relationship. That's why you talk like that, right? Everything you're doing is just
Yeah.
banging. The girls feel the same way, so it's nothing really serious. That's what I'm saying.
Josh would be
You
like
know?
this. What's on the menu today?
I like
Yeah,
I like
right,
Brazilian.
right.
Brazilians on the menu
Right.
today.
Right,
You see, I posted something on Facebook about a father.
Yes,
who,
I read that.
And I was going to mention that Geisgar put a love on it, and I
Yeah,
loved
man.
it too because
You should put that
it's
up, man.
it's unfortunate that you have to. Yeah, I'm not too technology savvy yet to be doing
Hold on,
that
hold on.
shit.
Maybe
I'll
I
be
might,
right
I
back.
might crash our show.
No, I'll find it. I'll find it.
But it's unfortunate that you have to
Share
make
screen,
example of
share
something
screen.
with technology, right?
I'm gonna look for it now. Yeah, man. Aldo left. I was gonna ask him a question. That's why I
Well,
took
he'll
out
be
my
back.
book
That's what you
to
were-
write it down.
Oh, that's what you're gonna
because he was
say?
talking-
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You were gonna say something, sure.
Franzo, yeah, to Hanzo.
It's
I
with
was gonna ask
Hanzo?
him a
Okay.
question. Yeah.
So
I
Yeah, I
what
was
it
gonna
was
say
a
that
reference
guy-
to- Go ahead, Josh.
No, that guy that divorced the woman, dude, screw that, man. Tell her to put the makeup and shit back on. Go roll with it, man. You know what I mean? Dude, Cardi B, that's why I brought her up. Have you ever seen her without makeup? Shut up,
fuck
Cardi
it.
B.
I can't stand her, man.
I have
want
to
to
see
see
in
that.
line with
She
Geisgar.
alright.
I cannot stand her. I'm sorry. I just can't.
I
I
love
can't.
she's alright.
I was watching Fast 9 with my kid yesterday.
She
and
did
she
okay.
did
she came in that fucking scene. I'm like, oh god damn! I can't even get away from her in
Nah,
the fucking
it was a
movie,
good
man.
cameo. It was a good cameo. She did alright.
Is she talking the same way in this movie?
Oh yeah, man, she does.
Like
Yeah.
she does no
Yeah.
justice for women, huh? I mean, I
Oh,
give her props for what she's done, come from where she came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
You
at
mean
some point,
you mean
like
drugging people and robbing them?
wherever she came from,
True. Facts,
she's legit
facts.
now, right? She's
Facts,
legit now.
Facts.
Yeah,
man.
but does that forgive her past?
Fucked up.
I'm
No,
not
hey,
the judge and
I'm
jury,
with you.
so I
That's a good
can't
point.
really
I
say,
know,
right? Because
but
I
I'm
might
just
be
saying.
held
I'm
accountable
just
to
saying.
my past because I was
All right,
in
now
the
we're
same
definitely
either.
getting canceled.
I'm just saying, if it was
I
a
feel
fucking
you.
guy that did
Yeah, you're
that
right.
shit,
You're
it would have been looked at a whole different
Well, it's Bill
way.
Cosby. She's a female Bill Cosby, basically. But I don't. Well, I don't know allegations. Of Bill
Anyways,
Cosby. I'm sorry.
That's a different show.
yeah.
So yeah, if,
I don't
You
feel
see-
she represents women. She doesn't represent them the right way. That's just my opinion.
so,
That's a whole other show, right?
so Roberto, you
Yes.
should see at the bottom that I want to share my screen.
Yeah.
Where do I see that?
It just says share screen.
Oh, right
share.
here. Okay, yes.
Share.
Yeah, click
Did
that.
it.
All right.
Cool.
So this, I'll read what it says here on the side. Right? It says, "This girl brought an iPhone. When the father saw it, he asked her, 'What was the first thing you did after buying the phone?' She said, 'I put an anti-scratch sticker and brought a cover for the phone.' So I guess the father said, 'Did someone force you to do so?' She said, 'No.' The father asked her, 'Did you think it was an insult to the manufacturer?' She said, 'No, not at all. It was recommended that the cover be used on the phone.' 'Did you cover it because it was cheap and ugly?' 'No, Daddy. Actually, I covered it because I did not want any damage to come to it, or what it would devalue the phone. When you put the cover, did it reduce the iPhone beauty?' 'Daddy, I think it looks better and worth it for the protection it gives to my new iPhone.' The father looked lovingly at his daughter and said, 'If I had to ask you to cover your body, which is much more precious than your iPhone, would you have readily agreed?' She stayed mute."
Damn, yo. Damn, son.
Now it's sad that you have to make comparison to an iPhone to
Yeah.
make your daughter
Because
see the logic in something.
Oh,
But
I'm telling you right now, none of my daughters will walk out the house looking like that in that dress. Hell to the no.
Damn, Geishkar, why are you gonna make me feel like damn guilty,
What-
man?
What I missed?
know,
What I
man, I
missed?
feel
She
guilty
did it-
as
What
hell,
I
man.
missed? What I missed?
I feel
I
guilty
got
as
ghosted.
hell.
I heard
Yeah.
dress and I heard hell no.
That was the article, the thing that Roberto posted on Facebook.
About,
But I had a question for you though, Anzo, before you bailed. So you say that you have no problem with your girl wearing, the poom poom boots, whatever,
Boom boom shorts.
Boom boom
Shorts.
shorts.
So what did that come about?
She got boom boom boots. That's
That was a good one.
yeah, that's a whole other issue.
What did you say? Go ahead.
So how is it? How do you deal with, or if it happens, when other guys are checking her out, and it's obvious they're checking her out? You don't give a shit. You just let it be.
No, because you're gonna have to do that 100 times. Because
Yeah, let it be. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, one day I was walking and she wasn't even wearing like nothing special, right? Just tights and everything. And I was walking across the street downtown and this car was driving by and the guy was like, "Oh, hey!" and hollering. And I was just like, "Hey, yeah, you like it, eh? You like it, eh? Yeah, good job." Just 2 weeks ago, we were downtown, right? So we were down 2 weeks ago. We were downtown, right? And she went into, I think it was Victoria's Secret. And I'm like, "Yeah, go do your thing, and I'm gonna go sit down here." So I sat down on the little thing outside. So I'm sitting there, and she comes outside, and she's across the street, right? Now she's across the street. There's these 3 black guys that came walking around, and one of the black guys, I heard him say, "Oh shit, look at that!" And they stopped on the corner, right? They stopped there to wait for the cross. So I was just sitting there and I'm watching this, and I'm scoping it out, right? And I made the mistake of getting up and going over to her before she reached the guys because I wanted to see what would happen. But I walked over there before she reached the corner, before she got to them, and then they walked off. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit don't bother me, bro. That shit don't bother me at all. I'm like this.
Roberto, would that bother you? Well, go. Sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
Oh yeah, no. Ask some questions.
100. Go ahead, Anzo.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm like this, man. Personally, if like Josh, Josh is always like, "Oh, they're always with another man or something like this and that." And I'm like, if that's gonna happen, then you're gonna do what you do and you're gonna fuck up a good thing that's on you. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey man, I like when I go out because I look good when I go out, right? I take my time. I make sure that fucking the clothes that I have in the closet that you guys don't see, you know what I mean? That's the shit I'm going out fly. New shoes all the time, right? New shoes, new shirt, new pants, whatever. So if I'm looking fly, I want you looking fly as well. And to me, I like that sexy look, you know what I mean? I like the mini skirts. I like the cleavage. I like the everything. Back it up a bit. Because I left before I said it, breasts don't matter to me as long as you have the ass. If you have an ass, I don't give a fuck about the titties. Yeah. I just need the ass. If you don't have no ass, there is absolutely no way that it's working. There's no way it's working.
Love you, long time.
If the body ain't right, it's not working, bro. So the breasts don't matter to me at all. It's the booty, right? And that's what matters to me the most. So, but that being said, yeah, like I said, man, yo, want to wear the poom poom shorts with me? No problem. I'm with you, right? So I know that guys can look, but they ain't gonna do shit.
Mm-hmm. What if she told you?
That's the only thing I take it as. It's disrespect. I mean, it's like, would you get pissed at me if I look your girl up and down like that? If she walked in dressed, someone you knew, it wouldn't bother you?
No.
Someone I knew?
No, Anzo.
No, because I trust my friend, right?
It's not even that I'm going to do something. It's just,
I know that. That's why.
It's just a matter of disrespect. Don't look at my woman like that. If I'm not around and you happen to do it and I don't see it, fine. But don't do it when I'm right there. Because for me, that's just my upbringing, right? It might not even be.
And
side eye, I don't mind that.
No, right. They got the side eye like that meme.
This is what I'm saying. I completely understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But whether they do it in my face or not, they're gonna do it, right? So at least I can see what you're doing, and I know how to gouge you instead of you doing it behind my fucking back, and then all of a sudden, you hollering at my girl. You know what I mean? At least if you do it in my face, I know it's like, oh, this guy watching my girl. Okay.
I'm so just now talking about looking.
You wouldn't even know. I'd be looking around like,
no. I know. No. I completely understand. But in my mind, if you do that, if you're doing that, then I'm like, okay, so maybe I got to keep a closer eye on you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I've seen your girl many times, Roberto, and I know your girl is hot, but I've never once, even without you there, thought about looking up and down your girl.
There's a lot of fucked up people out there, Anzo.
Right. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So if you, as my friend who I hang with and chilling and do that, then I'm going to look at you differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as a friend, you shouldn't be doing that. You
you
can
shouldn't be.
give the compliment, huh?
It shouldn't be.
No, that's what I'm saying. As a friend, right? So I know if you're my friend, you ain't gonna do that. So I trust you enough not to do that. But if I see that it's done, then I'll know. And I'd rather be able to see it than to leave and go in the kitchen. And while I'm gone, you're like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? And then when I come back, you're like, "Oh yeah, hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah, but
doing?"
you know, sometimes
I
them
would-
things is like fucking magnets, huh? You don't want to look, but
I
you're
agree.
not used to seeing shit like
I
that.
agree.
You're
I
like,
agree. I agree.
damn,
Sometimes
like you might
you
even
know,
give a fucking. Yeah.
You just reminded me.
You see, but that's the thing. If it's like a one-time thing where you're like, "Oh shit," and then you're like, but if you're looking and you're like,
If you're just like your mouth
you know,
is drooling.
you're like, yeah, exactly. You
Googly
know,
eyes.
yeah, you know what I mean.
But
Like,
hey,
You see a lot of that in the club, huh? You see a lot of that in the club. You
I
do
got
that
my-
shit good.
Oh yeah.
when we go to the club, bro, even if she's not dressed like that and just has a regular, you know, tights on, whatever, still guys are still gonna be watching. Guys
Let
are
me ask
still
you.
gonna do this shit. Yeah.
Are those tights Lululemon?
There's a few.
What's that?
Because
I don't know.
oh, you don't know about Lululemon?
Yeah, they're
That's-
making
that
that.
a
They
company?
make
A
that.
company?
They
That's
make
the
shit?
greatest creation.
they make
to
they
women.
make. Oh my god, they make them ass look good.
That's the
Bro,
super tight
even women
shit.
that
The
have
super
no
tight
butt
shit.
can
You
get
guys are
away with a
funny.
butt
Yeah.
in them tights, man.
Facts.
Yo, there's all. I'm telling you, all these women get the
Lululemon.
injection. Yo, if you don't have a butt, go get the injection. I don't know how much it costs.
Or a
but
pair of
it's not-
Lululemon.
Nah, don't
Check
do
out
that
Josh.
because don't do that because you see, for me,
They're all right though. I like
I-
some.
it
Josh and the
depends, right?
stripper advice.
I've seen some that looked really fucking bad. You know, you got these fucking little legs, and then you got this fucking ass that just doesn't fit right, like it's on them legs, bro. And it's just like, no, I don't want to see that. But if you got the nice booty and you pump it up a little bit, and you got the nice little cut underneath it and everything, then I'd be like, okay, but yeah,
But you know when the girl has
Look,
back on, so
listen.
she doesn't need that.
Hold on, Roberto.
yeah,
hold
I
on.
know.
I just have to like, oh man, I wish I knew how to clip shit because the way you were explaining the little cut and
Like
the glittering in your
Yeah, I'm an
eyes,
ass man,
man,
bro.
you were like,
We gotta do clips.
I'm
We
an ass,
have to
bro.
do clips. And
that
that
was
has to be one of-
passion, man. That was freaking lit.
Peace
man.
out, LDG.
That's
Thanks
a-
for
that's a
popping
good-
in.
Oh, LDG, man.
That
Yeah,
was good.
I don't know how it will look in like 10 years once you get the shot. That might give you a whole nother issue, or 20 years, you know, when you get older. I mean, gravity, you know, it exists. So,
Well, of course.
Could be
I
an
mean,
issue.
again, you gotta act your age as well, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
Yeah.
listen, man. If you got the goods and you want to flaunt it, go right ahead, man.
Oh.
Right ahead.
you reminded me of my
to an
friend's wife.
extent. That's all I say. To an
My-
extent.
My
That's
friend's
it.
wife, man.
Half
yeah,
is good.
She was like, she always used to do like some fuck shit to me too. Like she would like rub her fingers through my hair. I'd be like, yo, like, are you fucking kidding me? I would say something to my friend too. I'd be like, yo, like, and he'd be like, I don't know. He would ignore it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I didn't say anything. Sometimes I was like, yo, I can't tell him that shit, man.
Yo, dudes need to be careful when you
Yeah.
telling them something,
Yeah.
right? And they like, oh, no, that's not the case, man. It's like, okay,
Dude, I was
man.
I'm sitting there watching TV, watching the game or whatever. The Patriots were on, and she's
It was
like,
his girl?
"Oh." It was his wife, dude.
Oh,
Like, this is my
right.
best. Yeah, literally. Like she just ran her fingers through my hair, and like she would like put her hands on my shoulder, and you know it crosses that line between like I'm trying to be platonic, but I'm not. Those little things she did, I'm like, yeah, Josh, just ignore
Did you
this
hit
shit.
it?
No, man, no.
job.
I'm saying
Good
that. I wouldn't have brought it up if I did. I wouldn't have brought this
Because
story up.
you learned lessons.
The
Okay,
internet just
but-
stays on the internet forever. No, but
The question is,
I
did you
wouldn't
get
have-
signs that you could?
oh yeah.
Other than the touching and the
Absolutely.
hair stuff, because regardless of what you know,
Well,
that
you know
could
what?
still be
You never
kind of
know.
innocent.
But you never
That,
know.
that could still be kind of innocent. You know what I mean? I mean, kind of like appropriate, but maybe just a touchy feely person. Like, oh, like I like your hair. She was white, right? Obviously,
Yeah, she was.
that's why she was touching your hair too, because
Mhm.
she ain't never seen no nigga hair like that, right? So like, oh, you know,
But on the same
You're
level,
you're
Alonso.
on one, man.
On the same level. What is
Oh my
sexual?
God.
What is sexual harassment? You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
Yeah,
if she
yeah.
doesn't, if she doesn't want him to get those kind of thoughts from what she's doing, then isn't that harassment? Because why would he have
From
those
her, you
thoughts?
mean?
I think if she pinched him in the shoulder, he wouldn't think, oh, she wants to sex me. You know what I mean? She's
No,
running her
I mean,
fingers
there are
through his
other-
hair. She's massaging him. These are all the things that you're
yeah.
like, if someone's hot, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, but it would only be
hard-on.
sexual. It would only be sexual assault if he didn't want it. You know what I mean?
You
No,
know,
but
and
it could, if he did it to her, could that not easily be sexual harassment?
100%.
That's what
sure.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah, 100%.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
If the tables were reversed.
Yeah, 100%. If the tables were reversed, yo, bro, you like they're telling you now, and I know Roberto knows this, maybe Josh too, because maybe guys, I don't know how like he was when he was younger and stuff. But no, because
insane.
me and you, Roberto, we were the club dudes, right? Like we were the club dudes, so we knew how it was, you know. Girl, you meet a girl there, the girl kind of charge up and drunk and shit, you know, you're feeling the vibe. Hey, what are you doing after the club? Come true. You know what I mean? She says yes, right? Nowadays, you can't do that because
you're
if
gonna
she
wind up like
wakes
my
up,
Indian brother. You're
that's
gonna
what I'm
wind up like
saying.
my
Because
brother
if
on
she wakes
UCLA.
up, nowadays, if she wakes up and she says, what the fuck? How did I get here? Boom, you're in trouble. Back in the day, it was you have to take a woman would have to take that responsibility on her own, right? You know what I mean? Oh, I got so fucked up, woke up in a place, shit, that was my bad. But now it's like you can't do those kind of things, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like me and you, we were in the club, and we know that there were times where we would get fucking, you know, the charge girl. I'm sorry, the drunk girl. You know what I mean?
You
Like
had
the one,
places like whatchamacallit on Saint Jacques where you had
Le
second
Chambray.
chances. No, we had second chances.
chances.
What was that restaurant called again? On
oh,
Saint-Jacques?
Picasso's.
Picasso's.
Picasso, second chance run.
yeah.
If you
Yeah.
try to go to the clubs, you
Right,
could go
right,
there, and then
right.
right across the street, you had the idea.
Alcohol,
So you
al-
know,
alcohol
Yes.
only
Hotel.
makes you. Alcohol only makes you do what you want to do. It doesn't make you do what you don't want to do. Like, oh, I never really wanted to
Yes
do
and
X, Y, Z.
no. Yeah, yes and no. I agree with
you
you.
have no
but
conscience on alcohol.
that's the thing.
problem.
No
Sometimes
conscience.
people, sometimes
Depends on the
people
person.
they black out completely, right?
Mhm.
Right. An example. One day, we were in the house. You know what I mean? It was me, my ex, and her daughter. Right? She came home, and we were drinking, and she was like, "Oh, you guys are drinking." She acted like she could, yeah, like I could drink, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you this treatment that I gave my son. You think you can hang with the big boys? Let's see if you can hang with the big boys." So we were giving her shots. Boom, boom, boom. She got fucked up, right? Like she was fucked up. We were laughing and shit. You know, she went to bed, we went to bed. But when she woke up in the morning, she did not remember anything that happened. Like I was like, yo, you were making fun of the way your mom walks. And she's like, really? I was doing all that? I was like, yeah. And she didn't remember. So that's the thing. Sometimes you could drink so much to where you don't remember what you did when you wake up in the morning. Yes, absolutely. Now, back in the day, and Roberto can tell you this, like that was gold. You know what I mean? Like
for me, I was more protective because I knew that a battery was coming if this girl passes out.
That could be an issue too.
That's the problem, you know. Like,
but
back in the day, that shit happened a lot, and I could tell you, I was never a part of it because I just, if I'm not first, I don't want to be last. You know,
exactly. And I can tell you, one time went to the club, right, and had met this girl up in there. She was charged, bro, like really, really charged, you know. And I knew her, and we had fucked before, you know what I mean? We had fucked many times before, so got to the club, you know, boom, she's charged, like fucked up, to the point where she thinks that someone put something in her drink, whatever, right? But we came late. Her and her friend ended up leaving with me and my friend, right? And as we're driving home, right, we dropped the other girl off because my friend wanted the other girl, but that didn't work out, so we drove her home. So she was taking me and the girl to my place, and something happened. I think he was texting me or something like that, or I think before she got in the car, he was like, yo, she's fucked up, bro. We can run a battery. We can do this. We can do that. And I was like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that shit, bro. Like, he's like, yo, bro, like, for real, man, we go to my place, you know what I mean? And I was like, nah, Nah, sir. I ain't playing with that shit, bro. I wasn't doing that shit. First off, I knew the girl. I had respect for the girl, and I wasn't gonna disrespect her like that, right? She was all over me. She wasn't all over you. So I wasn't gonna do that. So it dropped me home. But that's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. So you can get to a point where they don't know what they're doing, and at this point in this day and age, you can't do that because what happens is when they wake up and if they want to say something happened, you're fucked. So that was my whole point of it. What's up, MSK? How you doing,
brother? Got a lot
of
crazy terms. Charged battery, run a battery.
Okay, so for my American friend over here,
I get it. I understand everything that was said. I just haven't heard those terms before, man.
So charge.
These are Canadian terms.
Charge is when you're fucking drunk out of your mind.
I get it.
And battery is,
train.
More than one. Train. Yes, exactly.
Battery.
and then things, to be honest with you, was never my style. Like I've never had. I had a threesome, but I never would have done it with another dude. Like 2 girls, me, but 2 dudes and a girl, not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Never do that. Never.
Some chick I know wanted me to do that. She's like, "Hey, I would do it for you. Do you think one of your friends or another guy would want to come in?" Like, no, hell no, man. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to look at him the same.
Exactly.
Like, we're sitting there watching football. It's like, yeah, hey, that was a good touchdown, huh, Jimmy?
It's like, hey, our dicks got pretty close that night. Don't you remember?
I'm gonna go get some nachos. You hang out here, man. I'm sneaking out.
Okay.
I ain't fucking with you anymore.
Caleb said, "What's the battery?" Caleb, it's a train when more than one guys, have sex with a woman. So I break it down for you like that. 2 dudes, 1 girl. I know that's what you like, MSK, but no, that's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. 2 girls.
Hey man, teach his own,
guy.
MSK.
No helmets hitting here.
No.
Because you're saying,
it's like so like, for example, right? Like it's a threesome and it's 2 guys, right? One's hitting it from behind, the other one's getting his dick sucked, and you 2 are eye to eye looking at each other's eye.
On that side, buddy.
You know what I mean? High five. Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, bro.
I never looked at it that way.
Switch.
You guys
The
are
reason
fluttering
why-
eyes at each other. You're making sex faces at each other.
No,
How does that work?
The reason why I brought it up is because I know a friend like that had a situation like that, right? And that's what happened, right? And they're fucking like, I guess he said the other dude was more like, yeah, like, hey, like trying to do the high five thing, and it's like, nah, sir, I ain't looking into another man's eyes.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
You're all doing fuck faces out, so you open up one eye, you see each other's fuck faces.
That I probably threw up on her back.
Oh no!
I wouldn't even be able to get hard in that situation, bro. I wouldn't even be able to get hard. It would just be a limp fucking dick, and I'd be just like, okay, it's time to go. It just wouldn't work.
Anzo, you got this. What is that? You got a weird rash there, man. You got to get that checked out, bro.
I'd be like this: either she's with you or she's with me.
Think about this right
there ain't no sharing, man.
Checked out? I got a little bit of a rash here, man. You think I should go to the doctor?
Kev said we use the word train here in the U.S. Man. So probably what. Yeah, you use it, but you see,
fuck, man.
Battery keeps on charging.
As I grew up with Jamaicans and Roberto's Jamaican,
it's more West Indian slang thing.
Battery, battery, just charge out, those kind of Jamaican words. So yeah, it's more patois slang.
SK is sus.
we need to bring your son on and get some patois updates from him.
Look at what fucking MSK said. He has the other hole. No.
I've been watching.
What's up with that, yo?
There's pornos I see, man. They're in the same hole, man. And I don't.
First
I guess
off,
they're
I don't.
professionals, man.
First off, I don't know why you're watching that kind of porn.
Hey, sometimes it pops up.
It's for
I wasn't
educational
searching for
purposes.
it. I was
swear.
not searching for it. It like, come on, get that out of there.
Bullshit, you
I've been
looking
trying to
for-
stay away from porn, man.
You looking
Porn's
for
so
double
good, man. That's what-
penetration?
Okay, I
bro.
want you
Stop
to share your
lying.
screen.
No, just
I want you to share your screen and show us your history.
Yeah.
Hey, nah, man.
He's like, nah.
Now you know what? I'll tell you this: my history would show these. Oh man! Now I'll tell you about this. Now I've been watching the these
Discovery
female cops.
Channel.
We
No,
should call this
female
show
cops.
Tears to your eyes. The show
female
always brings
cops.
tears to somebody's
Oh,
eyes.
female cops. Okay.
Two white female cops. They arrest a brother and like, listen, man, you're gonna go to jail unless. That's the shit that I be watching, man, and I just be. But I try not to watch porn. It's not good for you, man. It's bad for your cerebral cortex. But yeah, you'd find a lot of
You're
that.
in the sex industry, and you want us to believe that, right, Josh?
You know, tell him.
That's true, man.
Educational purposes. I get it.
But yeah,
I get it.
that would be my.
Yeah, it's part of your. It's part of your. What's it called? Oh fuck! It's part of your professional. Your work. What's it called? Shit, the word
criteria. No.
Credentials?
Credentials. Yeah,
My
your
brain
work
is
criteria. Yeah, mine too, man. It's just
I
fine.
didn't even smoke.
It's Roberto's comment about the sex faces and stuff just killed me.
Sex faces.
Oh, yeah, you know, you're two guys in the same room. You're making that look. You open the eye, you see each other's face, like. I'm good, man. I'm good.
So I noticed we had a few women in the comments, and I would be like really interested to know how they feel about.
Matt, we got
because I know
Matt
some women look at
man.
other women when they're over revealing when in their dress wear, or they say like some women shouldn't be wearing that kind of clothes. Like women are more ferocious on each other than men.
Absolutely.
I know, you got to watch them, huh?
Well, speaking of Cardi B, we were talking about Cardi B before. She's no, I know, and I'm sorry, guys. I gotta bring her up again.
I'm just
no, but the WAP culture. That's what's like reinforcing it. You don't know how many requests I get for that song, man. That fucking song, and that's who they see. That's one thing I will say. It is kind of a tragedy, man. Overall, like that's what they see. That's what they want to be. That's what they push. The agenda that they push, and you're going to be seeing a lot more fake asses, more revealing clothing. It's because of Cardi and Meg. You know, I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Well,
ahead,
I'm not going to talk about the fake stuff. I'll just say you're talking about the WAP, and yeah, I got no problem. You know what I mean? Hey, give me.
I mean,
the wettest WAP you can give me.
Oh yeah, I'm with that. No, I meant like the video and what they encourage. No, I'm with you though.
I said, yeah, go ahead.
No.
Well, I was just saying, like I said, when it comes to the fake bum, the fake body, it's sometimes it looks a certain way where it's like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? You see these skinny legs, and then you see this big old butt that's not proportioned to the body. But
there's
if you can do it right,
man. There's some good.
You can do it right, but
yeah.
But you know what? That has to be natural. The titties, I don't care about.
You know where I was really taken away was when I was in Miami. When I went to Miami Beach, women of any shape and size wearing bikinis, wearing thongs. Like, I'm telling you, there was big women wearing thongs that I thought they were walking around the beach naked. Right? The ass, sucked up the thong, but I was like, wow. And I was with my wife, and I was like, shit, look at this. And she was like, wow.
No shame. They feel no way.
Power to them, man. And I was like, absolutely, wow. I was blown away. But it was like good to see, because you know how women are really self-conscious about their body, right? There's no doubt about that, and men too. But the thing is that when we saw that, I was like, we were both like, God damn, wow. And I'm like, you see that, man? Yeah, let's go. Let's let it all hang out. And she just gave me the look.
and you know what? We need to see more of that.
Yes.
So kids know that people comes in all different shapes, sizes, and colors.
Absolutely.
100%.
I saw a girl who photoshopped herself to the point where she had no kneecaps. I don't know if you guys saw that image. She photoshopped herself so much that when you got down to her legs, you saw her kneecaps were gone. They don't even realize they're so focused on making themselves perfect that they don't even look human anymore.
Well, you got the stupid cat shit, the cat filter, and the dog filter.
No, but those are all games, Josh. The ones I'm talking about is where they think their nose is too big. They make their nose smaller. They make their eyes bigger, their lips bigger. They change their cheekbones, bring in their waist. They change themselves, and then a guy falls in love with what he sees on Instagram or whatever. He links up with the girl and says, "Who are you? Her agent? Where's the girl I saw on Instagram?"
You're talking about real life changes though, because you said Photoshop. That's why I was confused. I thought you
no, he's talking.
Well, they're changing the image. They have all these different apps that can change what they.
Oh, the apps, yeah. Okay.
They call it like a Photoshop, you know.
Right.
I tell you this. I usually go to the old port like every weekend and shit, bro. And they have the beach over there, you know. So went over there, and sure enough, there was this chick that was coming from the beach, and she had on those little long see-through shawls, like whatever. But she was on that beach with a thong bikini, though, bro. I tell you that because you can see right through it. When she walked by, I was like, damn. And they when you go out there, that's all you see, man. It's all you see.
Also, that there.
Well, I was gonna say, what did she have for breakfast the last day, man? Nah.
That went right over my head. Sorry.
That's terrible, man.
I was like, what the fuck is Josh talking about?
What does breakfast have to do anything?
What, you think he's seen so deep into her?
Last day? Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you can see her holes. That's what I meant. All right. I should have just said that. What her asshole looked like. I should have make a metaphor.
Her ass looked
Well, you're on the beach. That's acceptable, though. You know, I mean.
Yeah, but the beach, it's like a man-made beach, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys got beaches up there. Damn, man.
So you got to walk. It's hard to explain. I'd have to show you pictures of it and stuff like that. But it's basically like what they did is it's the
piers.
old port where the piers and everything, and they just took one spot and put sand on it and called it a beach. You know what I mean? Right in front of where the water is. No, it's not a real beach. Absolutely not.
Man-made beach.
You know. Man-made beach, but it's not a real beach, though.
Yeah,
you know
there's no access to the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Come down here to New Jersey, man. I got to go to the beach too. But you just reminded me of that, man. Well, it's good and hot. You guys, that's a good idea. Go to the beach.
What I wanted to know from you, Mads, basically is what the show is about and women dressing over revealing. What's your take on it? Because I know sometimes women have their opinions and they're not always pleasant. And I'm wondering what yours is, or any other women who are listening.
Well, earlier she said that she agrees with you, and it's only for the person that she's with.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Sorry.
So yeah, no booty shorts or anything like that.
Okay.
But yeah, man, if that's what it is. But again, like me personally, it's like, hey, man, if I go shopping and with my girl and she says, hey, what do you think of this? Puts it on and I like it. Yeah, buy it. No problem. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. But I'm along the lines like you. You're wearing that without me? I don't think so.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You need this pit bull here next to you.
Absolutely not.
To warrant off any of these crazy guys who think they can just jump on you.
Right. You see, that's the thing. Everything is fine when you're with me. But if you ain't with me and I see you walking, I'm like, hey, hold on. Where the fuck you think you going with that shit on? That is not happening.
But
we'll change that shit.
I'm going to work. I'm just going to the office.
Huh?
Could I ask you
why? Yeah, going to the office.
Absolutely.
My little skirt.
Absolutely, you can ask me why. Huh? Absolutely, you can ask me why.
I know where you're going.
I want to know why. I'm curious.
Because I feel more safe if I'm there. You know what I mean?
For her well-being, or
for her well-being. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Because
silence after that. I don't know. Is there like someone not believing that answer in this panel, or we're all good with it?
No, I get it. But sometimes maybe it's best.
It's just a silence, Lonzo. It's just a silence. I'm playing.
No, go ahead. If you don't believe, I want to hear.
No, it's not a question about belief, man. Not at all.
It's
like in my mind, it's like because I'm not in that. Everybody's situation is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
As like I was just thinking because it reminded me when I went to a wedding with my wife and she bought this dress, right? And she got ready and I got ready, but I was walking around the house and I was at the front door, and she came out, and it was like a V, like it came down like this, and you saw her cleavage, right? And man, I was like, "Whoa!" Complete, because she doesn't usually dress like that, right? And I get it. Like sometimes it's nice to see,
it'll
right?
grab your eyes.
Oh my god, dude! It grabbed everything.
Get over here, Sub-Zero style.
Like there was like a guy from work, man. He saw it and he looked at me and he was
Scorpion, by the way.
like he gave me that, you know,
Yeah,
that look
thank
like.
you, Josh.
Sorry,
But that didn't actually go on to what we were talking about when you said, like, when I said it was more for protection, and you were like, looking at yourself. So do you think it's more protection, or you think it's because I think something's gonna happen? Yeah.
Well, obviously, it could be both ways, right? If I'm putting myself in your situation, you want her dressed that way with you, but if she goes out dressed like that, you're saying more for her protection, but it's not a sense of protection. You just don't want guys seeing her in that way without you there.
She's more vulnerable,
right? Because and honestly, if she's out like that and you trust her, it's kind of like you're saying she can't defend herself in a way, right?
No, not defend herself, but you got to understand, when she goes out dressed like that, she's gonna get hollered at fucking every step.
More guys will think she's single.
Right?
Why would a guy allow his girl to go out dressed like that? That's how guys think.
Right.
You have to go from a guy's
the single girl,
you know?
right? And it's not that I think that she's gonna do anything. It's just that I know as a man that she's not gonna be able to get a block without 3 fucking guys hollering at her. You know what I mean? Right. So if that's the case, I know at least if I'm there, hey, you want to look, you can look. I have fucking looked at guys while they're watching by, looking at them, watching them, and I'm like, yeah, and I see them turning back, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I have done that.
So I've had that with my daughter, man. I was walking in the mall, and my daughter was wearing sweatpants, and you know, she was like 3 or 4 meters in front of me. I was walking before she passed these guys, and these guys went, and I'm like, I just went, motherfucker, right behind her, right? I didn't say anything, but I was like, my heart, because that was the first time that's ever happened, right? They're women now, right? So it's like,
oh yeah.
But
I don't know.
The question is though, as men, right? When we see that, can we really get mad at the guys for doing that?
No.
No, if it's your daughter, dude, definitely. That's a whole different story.
No, it is his daughter. I get it.
They didn't do anything more than
that
just
we wouldn't do, or that we done.
How old's your daughter, though, Deshkar?
19.
Oh, 19.
She was,
you have the older daughter. Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, if it was,
it's not my younger one. It's not my 16.
So I'm taking a hammer and
it's also too, right? If it's an old fucking dude, then yeah, like what the fuck are you looking at?
Sorry,
you know what I mean?
But if it's her age,
if this guy's her age, you know what I mean? I would probably make a joke of it with my daughter, like, hey, those guys were fucking watching you. Did you see that? And right when because of course I would be like you, if you're walking ahead and I'm behind, I would be like looking at them and be like, look at these guys, you know, and laughing and shit. And then I'd see these guys are watching you and should make a joke about it, right? But I can't. Opposite. I can't curse them off for that because that's what we did. That's what kids do.
Have some fucking respect, you motherfucker. You don't see the size of me, I'll fucking eat you for lunch. That's the way I am. Because I'm walking with my daughter. Maybe she doesn't look like me and you might have mistaken that. But if I'm walking with my younger one who's my twin and you do that, I'm sorry. There ain't no smile in me saying, oh, you think she's cute. I'd be like, kid, let me tell you something. I'll give you a warning this time. Try me a second time. I promise you the cops will take me away.
Have they brought
for me, that's just disrespect. And that's a father's perspective. I know I've done it on
I'm with you, man. I hear you.
And I respect women to the utmost, you know? 100%. And for me, when people cross a line, sometimes they have to be set in place, you know? It's not that they... No, go ahead.
But my thing is that we've crossed that line then, if that's the case, right? So I mean,
I've never really done that shit. Whistle, holler at women. Like I mumble under my breath, cheese on bread.
But not missing hollering. But looking back, though,
don't use the Lord's name in vain. That's how I was taught. cheese on bread.
But not hollering though and disrespectful. But looking back, like we've all done that. Like,
of course. Looking. So sorry, I misunderstood. Looking. you can't really do anything. But when they start chirping and talking like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I would do you," or something along
Okay,
those
yeah.
lines,
Obviously, that's just
Yeah,
just
that's-
looking, you
that's
can't
different.
do nothing.
That's
Looking,
No,
kinda
you're
lame.
fighting
but
that. You're fighting all the time.
right. But what I was saying is like, you're walking with your daughter, guys look back and they're like, ooh,
Oh,
you know what I mean? And then just walk on, you know what I mean?
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As men, we can't get mad at that. Now, if you're talking about the like, oh my God, look at this, hey baby, and trying to, yo, come here. Yeah, then you're like, oh, what
That's
the
a
fuck?
different
Have
story.
some
That's a
fucking
whole-
Spinning
Yeah,
back,
that's
kick
all different.
instantly.
I mean,
Right,
what
but-
do you gain by doing that? First off, if you guys are doing that, I know this is a show about dating
yeah,
advice.
that's yeah.
Don't do that stupid shit.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
dumb as hell. You dumb
Absolutely.
as hell. You lame as hell.
Absolutely, 100%.
I usually open
Believe it
with,
or
like,
not, it happens.
that's
Oh,
lame
for
as hell.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
I've been
For
I've
sure.
been getting back on my shit though, man, because I moved, so everybody who I knew and who I was with is up there. I met up with them once, but I'm not going to keep commuting, so I'm trying to get a whole new regime down here. You know what I'm saying for Josh. That's why I'm looking. That's why I'm looking into the pizza chick. I talked to this chick in the supermarket, made sure. And you know what? It is what it is, man. It's always a long shot nowadays, but I always say, like, if I'm giving advice, if that's one thing I can help you with, do not leave. I don't care what it is. I don't care if she ever calls you. I don't care if she ever says anything. Do not leave without either getting her number, asking her for a number, or vice versa, or giving your card or something, because you're going to regret. I know I'll regret it later. So I'm getting back into that mode again. Now I need to, like, build up my
Let me
roster
pick your guy's head. Oh
Yeah.
man, I had this
Yeah,
fucking
please.
question. It just slipped. Damn. God damn, I knew I should have took a little intermission before we started this show. I'm running low.
The worst part about it is he said, let
Write
me
it
pick
down.
your mind. He said, the worst part about it is he said, let me pick your mind. So he had it in his mind when he said,
Yeah,
let
but
me pick
Josh
your
was
mind.
still talking, and I couldn't
Guys,
wait
start-
no longer. It was like, you know when you got to piss and it's right there? I had to say it, and Josh said something, and it just went, oh, too bad.
About the number shit? No, the number shit, or about
It'll come to me. It'll come
roster
to me.
shit.
But, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's it, man. Just
Got it.
flex. Got it.
There
Okay.
you go.
649.
Let me get a gentleman's perspective on this. When you see a woman dressed revealing, do you A, think she's single, or B, think she's in a relationship?
I don't
Ooh,
even.
I don't
That
even
is-
think any of it either.
She belongs to
Yeah.
the streets, probably. Is she
I
by
said,
herself?
what do you think? I'm not trying to, get
Yeah,
you to
imply
commit to
anything.
something
Yeah.
entrapment. I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
a guy's
No.
perspective.
That's actually a good question.
No,
Um,
she
I
belongs
think
to the
she's
streets,
single.
probably. Yeah, she belongs
I
to the
think
streets.
she's single because
Without a doubt.
my perspective of why I think she's single is because she's showing her credentials to attract. You know, like other animals, they release pheromones or something like that. They release smells.
Pheromones.
Yeah, they do certain things to attract the other kind. So, what does a woman do to attract a man if she can't actually get to meet him as an intellectual? She shows off her credentials. No?
Yes, I see where you're coming from. I do, but for me, it's like we're in the age where now I can wear whatever I want to. Don't tell me what I want to do, and blah
I
blah
hear
blah.
you.
So I think sometimes it may be just women that want to be sexy, because some of those women, right? They will dress like that, but when a man like hollers, they're like fucking offended and pissed off
That's
and
what I'm
shit like
saying.
that.
About the
But
WAP
also, I
thing.
said that in the beginning. Look at me in the eyes.
No, but that's what I meant about the.
But this is, what is a man? Man think about sex all the time.
I agree.
So if
I
a
agree.
man sees a woman's boobs in his face and the woman is somewhat attractive and showing him a little bit of attention, you think he's not thinking about sex?
Of course, 100%.
Okay, but
No,
why?
I get
Because
I
those
get your point.
Tatas are up all in your
Yes.
face, right?
But even if she had big tetas and had like on a fucking thing that
Okay,
was
sorry,
covered
she
it,
turned around walking away, and you
or
saw
she had a big ass booty, right? No,
you
no,
thought
no,
it was
no,
the bushwhackers walking
no,
away.
no. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if you're talking to a woman and even if she has her chest covered up and she got big boobies, dude, you're still gonna look at the boobies. You know what I mean? We're still gonna look at the boobies.
Not
So-
necessarily because
I know I am.
no, but because I'm a boob guy, right? Because I'm a boob guy, I respect that. And basically, there's nothing for me. If I want to get a true perspective of what they're like, I got to get a side profile, not a front profile. You understand? So if she's covering it, I need to see that shit from the side to really know, if that shit is healthy.
Well, it's a preference thing too. Maybe like
Because you
width
could have a
or-
push-up bra. You know
Well,
what I
it's
mean?
three dimensions. Width,
This is all men's perspective. We're sharing some deep secrets here. You know,
I'm just
survival
saying, for
skills.
me, like it doesn't matter because I'm a horn dog. So
Okay, let me ask you,
know,
this,
if I-
Mr. Booty Man. Would you prefer to see a woman walking away from you or standing on a side angle?
I can tell either way.
Not
I
you.
know
That's
she's
for the
walking.
booty man. Sorry, Josh.
No,
That's
I am.
for the
I am the
booty
booty man.
Oh, are you?
Walking away.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
booty
yeah.
man.
walking away.
Really?
Yeah, because
So you're
sometimes
looking
from
for
the
texture.
from the side view you can't really get the.
Oh,
You see,
I
when
can.
guys do
I
this,
can see it from the front,
Wapow!
back,
That's
side.
not back
I can
view.
already
That's
tell.
side view.
No, I can
Wapow!
tell by.
No, you
I
can. Yeah, you can see,
No.
bro. Sometimes you can see that shit from the front.
No, but that description. That's
I
a
can
side
tell by
view.
the.
Yeah, me
thighs,
too.
If you're
That's-
doing a
Me too, yeah.
back view, you're
Yeah.
going like this because that's the way it appears, right?
Well, again,
If you
Yeah,
can see-
but I think people just do that in general. I don't think they mean because it's a side view. They just mean back in general. But like I've seen fucking
That's the
chicks.
back description, like the two.
No,
legs
I
apart
know
is the
what you
woman's
mean.
bathroom.
No, I know what you mean. It's like that, but I just think it just means big booty in general.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, like, I can see a girl walking up from the front, and sometimes you can tell like the ass is big, and then you
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
around and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I knew it. Yeah, that ass is banging,
But-
bro.
That's when
There's
they need
been about-
reflectors on
wait,
that
wait, wait.
shit.
That's true. But there has been about like 2% to 5% of times where like they're walking up, thighs are thick, it looks like their hips are
Yeah,
wide or whatever.
And then no body.
And
Yeah.
then like, oh my god, yo, this
Yeah,
shit's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
no
a
body.
dong.
Yeah, yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
be a dong. You
100%.
turn around, nothing.
Yeah,
Whoa,
100%.
what happened? What? It's wasted thighs and everything else. It's just
That's
like-
100%.
Batty.
and Roberto, you know the same thing with the tits because I've had the same thing with the tits. Where in those pictures they put them up or whatever, they put them on their desk or something.
Those
and they prop 'em up
gravitational
there.
bras, right?
No, not even gravitational bras. I'm with a chick. She took a
A
picture.
strong boy.
She put
Oh my
she put them on the desk, and the way she shot the picture looked like, oh, she got some nice big perky titties. But you know, your brain knows gravity can't hold those titties up like that, man.
They got some strong bras out there. I'm telling you, man.
No, yeah, strong
They leave
bras, but
lines
you
in
gotta
their
take them
back.
off.
They
But you
leave
gotta
lines
take
in
them
their
off
back.
sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, they do when they're home alone because, like Anzo said, there's a lot of women that put in a lot of work to look the way they do, and
Oh,
when they,
yeah.
when they remove all of that shit, they're
Mhm.
not the same people,
Mhm.
and they should be in Hollywood. They're wasting a talent.
Yeah.
Makeup artist,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Read
I
the
agree
chat,
with you.
man. I'm trying to read the chat.
So how long we running with this, boys? Because it's been a minute since we ran
What's
this
the
show.
chat saying, Roberto?
It's up
my
to
brother?
you, man.
Well,
Yourself,
it
bro.
seems to be like Mads and Jack and Caleb
We
up
actually-
in here, you know.
I actually got 10 people watching.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay, you know. We're getting punished for disappearing for so long. They lost interest, but we'll gain them back.
No, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. See, I'm helping you out, Roberto. I'm like, remember the chat, man. 'Cause sometimes I forget about the chat too.
I'm watching them, but you know how we were before. It was like, man, I couldn't keep up. Now I'm just seeing like there's only a couple of people in here.
Because we gonna have to, it's gonna have to build up again because Rob's not here and a lot of
I
the
hear
people
you.
that watch it because of him. You know
I
what I
hear
mean?
you.
But it's all good. We'll get up there, bro.
We'll
Plus,
just do it
plus
I
another reason.
apologize if I missed anybody in the chat. I'm still new to this. It's only my second show hosting, so I apologize.
Plus another reason, it's okay. Plus another reason, Ashley and them are streaming as well too, right? So
Right.
with that being, that's why a lot of them are over there. But it has nothing to do with, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
it all good, bro. We do what we do.
New
You know
to
how
this,
it is.
yo.
Check out the
Still new to
replays,
this,
man.
even
The
though it's a
replay is
year.
I'm gonna watch the replay. I know it's gonna be funny as hell, man.
For sure, man.
Replays are always funny, bro. Trust
Well, that's
me.
what
When
it
you,
is,
on
like-
StreamYard, you can take a recording and do the clips, like I said, right? Or it has
You
to
could
be
do that.
OBS.
You
Okay.
could do that. No, you could do that. When you end the stream, you can download the recording of it.
Roberto, we gotta teach you OBS, Roberto. That's the next step.
Don't
Oh
know
my
if you do that.
What's that?
We gotta teach
OBS.
you OBS, man.
It's a different software, man. Don't worry about it.
OBS.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. No, there's no need to.
There's no
learn
need.
that.
There's no
Wait,
need.
guys,
man.
Car, you use OBS, right, for your stream?
I use it and I want to freaking blow my brain out sometimes when I'm using it. I have no
So,
patience.
Yeah, it's annoying sometimes, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Fuck.
But yeah, whenever you're ready, Roberto, it's up to you. Your show, your stream.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I know this is a show about love, but I love my weed, and I didn't roll another spliff, man. It's gonna be hard to go to sleep tonight. It's gonna be hard to go to sleep tonight, man.
But he's gonna be lying
down,
down. He's gonna be like, "Shit, I should have said."
You don't have your candies or your lemonades over there? Or you don't?
No, I don't do edibles. I only do edibles when I get bronchitis.
I hear you, man. Maybe next week on Game Changers, I'll take one. I'll take a whole one. And I'll just be like,
you gotta keep that high consistent, man. You know, when you fucking have severe bronchitis, you can't even blow your nose. How you gonna get a heights? You gotta eat some brownies, some gummies, some. Oh man, I met like this crazy weed chef. She is off the hook. I promoted her so much, her business just blew up, man. Because a lot of people that eat edibles are very undercover about it. I don't know why. It's like, you ever notice that, Anza? People that edibles, they don't really talk about it a lot.
Like
Not like people who smoke.
Like I said,
not really.
The reason why I wanted the edibles is because I couldn't have smoke and stuff. So I was undercover just by nature because I can't smoke where I am. I couldn't smoke where I was in the office. And I was afraid I'd also burn the house down. I'm not going to lie. I've said that several times. I totally have no faith in my... Dude, I was lighting these candles and my fucking finger got burned like 5 times. So, I don't know. I'm not good with fire, man. Lighting shit.
So the time says 1, 2, 3, and I think those are magical numbers.
My finger's healing perfectly fine now. You know, my wife was calling it. My wife was calling it. She goes, "Get out of here with your Deadpool finger."
Oh no!
Why? What happened?
Oh, Roberto, Ozzy, did you saw that clip?
Yeah, he was there. The
you were there, Roberto.
With the firecracker.
Yeah.
It looked like a firecracker.
Benny Hill. The Benny Hill.
Is that shit gonna blow up in his hand?
Oh my god! Man.
So you just recovered from that?
Well, it's still like it's like baby skin. It's like pink. My whole knuckle out here. And when it was peeling off, I would look, man. She goes, "Get away with me with that Deadpool finger."
Deadpool finger. You're gonna grow a new hand, have the baby hand.
Pretty much, man.
Damn.
Oh man, crazy.
Well,
that was a fucked up
brother.
I'm glad I survived that too. That was a crazy week, man. So much shit happened that week, man.
That was pretty funny shit, man.
That was hilarious.
I didn't even realize that was you. That's what made it so funny.
Yeah, I didn't know it was either.
It was fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, man. So listen, I'm gonna end this shit because my bladder's telling me to.
Okay.
We jumped in from a 2-hour show to another show. I'm old. I can't hold that shit like I used to. I could say that on a fucking stream. So, my fine gentlemen, please tell the people where they can find you.
Go first.
I just leave it wild like that. Just jump in, whoever feels good.
Josh, go ahead.
All right. Movie Aficionados on Facebook.
Thank you, Caleb.
And on YouTube. And tomorrow, I'm going to be singing karaoke all day. So if you want to laugh, have a good time, or come in and sing, come in, man.
What time are you doing it?
Give them some love, people.
I don't know. I'm going to try to do what? Do you guys have a show? Because I don't want to fuck with your shows.
I got nothing tomorrow.
We got the 8th.
Oh, yeah. We got the Loki at 8.
Loki at 8. Oh, is that a Loki roundtable?
Like that. Yeah.
When does that end?
Probably around 9:30.
9:30. That's when I'll be singing
9:30
karaoke. Maybe I'll even
guy's gonna come on and sing
about Loki.
Did you watch
sing
Loki,
some
Josh?
Spanish love songs.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I watched Loki.
Oh, maybe I'll
I know we haven't really talked about it too much, but yeah, man.
Maybe I'll have Chris to have you on.
Great show. Great show. I think. I don't know. What you guys
We
think?
did a Loki review today.
Mhm.
Yeah, you seen it. You weren't home though. You couldn't come on, right?
I seen no, I seen it. I seen you guys talk.
Yeah, but you couldn't. Were you able to have come on though?
I guess I was preparing for.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "There's too many people."
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It got a little like, ooh, you know what I mean, towards the end. But yeah, go ahead. Talk to the people though.
That's it, man. Yeah, 9:30. Come by. I'll be singing karaoke. Maybe I'll be on the Loki roundtable too tomorrow. I'll talk about that too.
Go ahead, Geshka.
Geisker?
The basketball scenario, gaming clips, random reviews here and
Boring
there.
games, guys, like
I
COD,
did it
like
wrong again.
fucking trash.
Yeah, COD games. Also, I did a cool review with.
Showing the love, guys. Showing the love.
I did a cool review ranking of the 24 MCU movies with my daughter. That was
the video was fire. The ranking is suspect. I'll just say that.
it was a lot of fun. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Chaos Central. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. Anzo and I are on that channel. We do a lot of shows together under the Chaos Central banner. And so yeah, that's where you can find me, man.
Beautiful. Mr. Anzo?
Yes, sir. You guys know the channel.
Bigger last. Go ahead, sir.
Not even close. You guys know the channel, Bigger Ford Entertainment. Make sure to check us out. Next week is the OOC 1 year anniversary. Hope you guys are there for that. It's going to be a fire show. I got something planned for that. Chaos List, Chaos Conversation, Rule of Three with a side of Tabasco. All these shows that we do, man, much appreciated. I was going to say something and I next week, Game Changers will be on Josh's channel, so make sure to check that one out. That is correct. So,
you see his face when you said that?
That's cool.
He was like, I'm not ready.
I can have 4 people. I can have 6 people on. So
you pay for it?
No, hell no.
That's fine. You can have 6 people on.
Yeah,
it's all good.
It's only the 4 of us, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. So next week we'll be on Josh's channel. So if you haven't subbed to his channel already, make sure you sub over there.
Yes,
he just actually hit over 100 subs on that one too. So, appreciate everybody that's come in to watch us today. We will be back with this show on a regular basis now. So with that being said, Roberto, great show. Did a good job, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Thank you, gentlemen. And we're gonna we'll probably change up this show because the fact that we're missing one person, we got to bring fire to this one as well. So next week, the topic that Josh is gonna bring hopefully is strip related.
I wanted to, dude. I still have those pictures. I was gonna do dating profiles. We're gonna review dating profiles, but I have them blocked out. They're blocked out. The faces. You don't know the names. We can review what the online dating scene looks like.
You guys ever watch that show, First Dates?
No.
You
said that shit, right?
Sorry, go ahead, guys.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say I finished that Hot and what is that show that you told Danny about? On Netflix.
Too Hot to Handle.
Too Hot to Handle. I just finished the 2nd season with my wife. That show was crazy.
Bro, I told you, right? You couldn't put it down, right? Oh my god!
Bitch watched like the last 4 episodes, man. I was like,
"What is it, like reality shows and shit?"
Yeah, I go to the bedroom and my wife's like, "I'm like, what are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, I'm watching this." I'm like, and then I remember you mentioned it, right, Anzo? So I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I started freaking binge watching like 3 or 4 in the morning, man.
So for those of you that don't know, right? They take like a bunch of girls and a bunch of guys, and they put them on the island, and it's supposed to be like this big old sex retreat and everything, right? But the kicker is you're there and they cannot have any sexual contact, right? So it's a bunch of horny dudes, horny girls, and horny girls, horny guys, and they cannot have any sex. There's $100,000 on the line, and anytime something sexual happens, they lose money. So it starts off before they know they're going off, they're drinking, right? The chicks in bikinis and bikini thongs and everything. Guys walking around with their 6-pack running off, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get some of this, some of that. And in the second season, it's like, well, you can't do this, right? And they thought they were in they thought they were going to like a sex retreat or something like that, just Paradise Island. And then when they found out, they're like, oh my God, don't tell me this is too hot to handle. And they were like freaking out. One girl's like, oh man, I thought I was here to get some D. And then they have to struggle. It's just about them making connections, right? Instead of sexual connections. And the biggest issue is that if they can't have any sexual contact, like they can't even fucking masturbate, bro.
But is there a prize, $1 million if you don't?
No, it's not even 100,000. The thing is, like Alzo was saying, every time they slip up, kiss, masturbate, anything like that, it's fine. So depending what you do, you can lose. If you have sex, it's like 20 grand. You lose 20 grand right off the bat. So it's like, it's crazy.
See, that could be some fuel for our show. Just
bro,
like
I go on that
dates.
show. I'm gonna be a priest, bro.
First dates is basically a restaurant. a restaurant full of singles out on their first date, and the questions and the expectations that some of them have makes you thankful that you're not single today.
Right?
It's fucked
Tough,
up,
It's
man.
tough.
Like it's just like it's almost like applying for a job, man. Like
It's tough.
some of the standards, I know we're ending the show, but some of the standards that people set is not realistic. This person
Absolutely.
does not exist. That's why you are still single. And when it's said to you in the most kindest, most understanding way. Stop your shit or you'll be single all your life.
Well,
You have
I'm
to
also
accept flaws in people. You have
Yeah.
to, because nobody's fucking perfect. They don't exist. And if they did, why would they want to date you?
Facts.
And hey, we'll be
Facts.
talking about that and more, and I'll break that down.
In
too.
upcoming shows
And
on
upcoming
Game Changer.
That's
On
right.
the aficionados.
That's
Matt, hold on. Matt said she passed on it, but trust me, that show is fucking funny. Like just to watch these fucking horny people, and they sleep in the same bed, right? So it's a guy and a girl. They sleep in the bed, and they cannot do anything, and it's just to see them fuck up or what. It's so funny, man.
And
It's so funny.
and to add to it, they actually hold workshops in order for them to get better for those
Yeah.
things, right? To build a healthy relationship. And as that happens, they get rewarded. Either they get more money or they get the green light so they can actually kiss each
Yeah,
other and
yeah.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it starts off really disgusting, but it ends off like nice.
I'm sorry to
certain
ruin
people.
it for you guys. Half of them are paid actors, though. Sorry. If not
You know,
more than half.
Damn you, Josh, for ruining
Sorry.
my.
I'm
my
so
TV.
sorry, man. I'm always they're a sus.
I don't think so. Right? Obviously, things are set up in certain ways,
Yeah.
but I definitely don't think they're paid actors because one of them was actually
Football player, wasn't he?
Yeah,
That's
no,
so
yeah, a
funny.
football player from somewhere else. But no, I was watching one show where it was a chick from another reality show. So it's weird. It's weird. But a lot of these chicks, it's like the Flavor Flav stuff. It's a lot of these chicks, that's how they try to get their fame. So I don't believe they're actors or anything. They just go on there because they want to be famous. You know what I mean?
Well, with the show
15
I
minutes of
watch,
fame.
the thing I don't understand is how almost every time it's a guy and a girl on a date, the girl says, I don't kiss on the first date. But when it's two women, they're the only two who kiss on the show.
Oh, yeah.
That just, I mean, I'm very observant. I watch these shows only for entertainment because I'm not single. So I'm curious what it's like to be single now and what do they talk about and shit like that. And maybe some of that could be used on our show. But I noticed that, you know, the people that work in the restaurant pose questions in relations to being single. Like, would you kiss on the first date? Would you sleep on the first date? Like, what are your credentials in someone when you meet them? Do you pull out your phone? All of these kind of stupid questions. But I always notice that when there's a woman and woman couple and they get along, they always kiss at the end of the show, where it's very rare you see men and women kiss on the show, on the first date.
Interesting.
That being said, we're going to end the show, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope I did well. It'll be my turn again once it goes full rotation. On that note,
Peace.
oh, did I end it right, Anzo?
We're still live.
We're actually still live.
No, I didn't do something right here.
Yeah, you gotta click the intro, bro. Click the intro and then end click end stream. You gotta end stream.